Hi, it's me, live from the she shed tonight. Thought I'd do a little bit of coloring before I went to bed. I'm working on a Jennifer Stay page from coloringpagesbliss.com, whom I'm a premium member of. And I decided to come out here to my shed and do a little coloring before I went to bed. I got off. It was kind of late tonight. And I had a long night. Well, a long day, rather. Sorry if the scratching kind of bugs you a little bit. I'm using Ohuhu markers, which are alcohol-based. And I've made some more improvements to the she shed since you saw it last. I now have a pink M on my wall. And I have the she shed light system. I'm just putting all kinds of little things back in here. I have silver and pink glitter pillows and just all kinds of girl stuff in here. Everybody's in the house asleep except me. That's what makes it so fun about having your own she shed. You can do what you want to do without being bothered or bothering anybody else. Used to, I had to stay in the corner of the house and work on my stuff and wait till everybody went to bed and then put it up and then take it out when I wanted to use it, which was kind of a bore. Never worked out real well. So, interesting day today at the hospital, definitely. Really time for some she shed time to downsize myself, to downplay and de-stress and unwind a little bit. I'm watching Guys Grocery Games over there on the satellite. I did have it on some music, but then I got bored. I turned off the air conditioner because it got hot in here, got cold in here rather, and so now I'm starting to get a little warm. I might turn it back on again in a minute. But I really enjoy Jennifer Stay's pictures. She does a good job. She draws them with an iPad and an iPen. I'm hoping Santa Claus will bring that for me for Christmas so I can have one too. Not a big fan of Apple, but, you know, hey, I'm willing to try anything with my art. So, I'm getting the grass done. And I went in the house and I saw Mason, and he was passed out in his bunk beds. Alexis was snoring. And Kyle was back there snoring. The cat's roaming around the kitchen, trying to sneak out of the house every time I go out the door. Now, it's worked out really well for this past week, but if it starts raining or when it starts getting snowy and wintry mist and all that kind of thing, I don't know how I'm going to like coming to my shed. I guess I'll have to dress up, bundle up or something before I come out here. So, they went to Cub Scouts last night, and Kyle is a honorary den leader, whatever you want to call him. They asked me if I wanted to go camping, and I said certainly not. Mason did make the suggestion that we could camp outside in the she shed, which I thought was pretty clever. I could sleep out here. It wouldn't be bad. But no bugs for Mama, thank you. They can go to Camp Oahu or wherever they go. Wherever Boy Scouts go, I don't know. And go camping out because I am not interested in getting bitten, chased, or have to bury things. And I told him anytime you have to go and bury your poop, definitely not something you want to go do. At least girls don't. And they're scheduled to go to camp on his birthday weekend, so I might not even get to see him. I'm off his weekend, and we were going to do the Gamezilla truck for his birthday, so his cousins can come over and play video games with him. It's pretty neat how they have it. It's a big long trailer with nothing but video games inside of it, and you can rent it and they come outside to your house, park in front, and it's like a big limo inside, and they entertain the kids for like 2 hours, and it's like $2.75 for it, which by the time I pay for party stuff and decorate and clean up and cake and all the stuff I usually have to have for Mason's parties and Alexis's parties, I'm better off renting the Gamezilla truck. I don't know how Alexis will like it, but she might. Alexis came out here with me to the shed last night. She was glad I had a TV, because she got kind of bored. The boys were going to Scouts, and so I had to keep an eye on her, but I wanted to work in the shed too. This is turning out really good. I like this marker paper I'm using. This actually just plain cardstock, but my markers, these Ohuhu markers, are really cool. I mean, they really like it. Now comes the fun part, is doing the background. And trying not to color the dog green so he doesn't look funny. Or she, actually. This is she. I think it's Rosie, her dog. I'll show you what improvements I made in the she shed. I now have a pink M on my wall. And the she shed light string I'm really excited about. Here's my Diet Coke. I didn't light a candle tonight. For some reason, I just didn't feel like doing that. But, back to the coloring. I won't finish this tonight. It'll bore you probably too much. I called my mom on the way home. She went to Nuke's and had got her a chicken salad sandwich, which made me kind of want one. And she really wants me to go back to school and get my doctorate. I don't know about that. I'm debating. Because I don't know if I want to spend another 3 years in school. And the school I'm looking at, well, where I graduated from and I got my master's and everything, they closed down a couple of the programs that I liked. And I don't know that I want to be a health administrator, have a DNP in that. I'd rather have a DNP in forensics, actually. I mean, because some of you know that I really liked Quincy when I was growing up and everything, and thought that was pretty cool. And forensics interests me a great deal, so Chamberlain, I want to say, has one. I have to look back and see what school has it, actually. But none of the schools in Mississippi have it. I'd have to go out of state. But I had such a good deal getting my master's from my mother's college, where she works. It was incredible. I didn't have to have any student debt, and I got both my BSN and my master's. So I'm just coloring along through here, kind of taking my time with the dog picture. I'm having to kind of draw around these. So I was showing one of the nurses that I work with. Her name is Michelle, too. I told her that I had a live at the She Shed video that I shot last week, and she was like, wow. You're kidding me, right? And I go, no. And she looked it up on her cell phone on our way out the building, and she started watching, and she just laughed. She thought that was the funniest thing. She thought it was really cool. I told her, I said, you know, I got everything in there but a bathroom and a refrigerator. And the refrigerator I can do. But I've got all the comforts of home in here. But it's so nice to get out here and be able to create stuff without having to worry about infringing on everybody else's rights. And I can leave it exactly the way it is. Cap the marker, of course. But leave it and come back in the house. Go to bed. Come back out here tomorrow. And everything is nice and tidy in the place I left it. And I don't have to worry about the cat getting it or Mason getting into some of my solvents or anything like that. Because unfortunately when you do art, there's some toxic stuff that you have to fool with. Some of the watercolors are not non-toxic, especially some of the really pigmented ones. Yeah, that looks fairly good, don't you think? That's coming out nice. I don't know what color I want to do my flowers. That's kind of my next. You know I like pink a lot, but I want to stay away from pink and kind of do yellow maybe. Yellow might look nice with that. So I'm going to use a Spectrum Noir. Let me see if I like this color. Yeah, I like this color. It's a CT3. Some of my nibs of my Spectrum Noir are starting to kind of get worn out because this was my my second set of alcohol markers that I really made a big investment in. And they were really expensive. I have markers for the kids to use, which are water-based, like Crayola and some Mr. Sketch and those kind of things. And you can't mix alcohol markers with water-based markers because they don't want to act right. But I do like the alcohol-based markers. They dry really quickly, and you don't have to worry about your paper buckling up and looking funny and all that. There we go. Miss Jennifer will be proud of that. I'll put that color up and get a lighter color. Go back in and see if I can do a little touch up on the flowers a little bit to highlight them a little bit. See, this is just so nice. Just chatting and coloring is really nice. I hear Pete the cat at the house. I used a CT1 on that one. I'm going to use my CT2. Trying to blend it a little bit. We live about 3 miles from the airport, and I hear every plane that comes into the city of Memphis, it passes over my house. So right now, it's big time for FedEx to be coming in, and FedEx is bringing those planes in like crazy. Now I'm going to have to put my glasses on so I can see these little bitty spots to do. I'm going to do purple gel, no, blue gel pen in the middle of the yellow daisies. And these are by Pentel. They're Sparkle Pops. Jennifer, whom I subscribe to her channel, she loves these things. She got me hooked on them. So I do gel pens and markers on here. I'm not real crazy about colored pencils. I hadn't really got myself all enthused about those yet. But I do like gel pens because the neat thing about them is you can combine them with the alcohol markers and it doesn't mess up your picture. I used a gel pen right here on the leash in her bow. I accented the bow with some gel markers. Now, do I want to make her look cute or prissy? That's another thing. And for the background in this white part right here, I think I'm going to do pastels. Jennifer has a technique that I have picked up. I get all my techniques from Jennifer Stay. She is incredible. She is really a great artist and very talented and very bubbly and friendly. And I texted her and she texted me back, and I was really amazed she took the time out of her day to do that. She suffers from chronic pain and a heart condition, and coloring is the way she expresses herself. And she and her husband have a business, and they have coloringbliss.com, and they have coloring books they offer, and she has a website where you can join for $5 a month, which, you know, Diet Coke money, and I can download any of her pictures so I can have an endless supply of coloring pages that I want. Oh, I got a new coloring book. I need to show you my new coloring book. Be right back. I got 2 new coloring books from Amazon. If I can find them over here. Okay. I saw these on Amazon and thought they were the cutest books. Sorry about the gloss on the cover, but they're by Jade Sumner, and I'll just let you see some of the pages in here. They have a black underside over here on that side of the page so the color won't go through, but I'm excited about this book because everybody likes, look, the shrimp cocktail to draw to color in, and who doesn't like donuts to color? I can color all this stuff and not worry about gaining any weight. How about that? But aren't those great illustrations? I like the soda and the movie tickets. with the movie popcorn and the candy bar. Can't wait to color that. That looks fun. I didn't look at this really good the other day when I got it in. I'm glad I'm looking at it now. But, wow. I like the images. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of great pictures in here. Seeing that lobster makes me want to have a lobster. Of course, your standard cupcakes. Le Pain bread, croissants, sausages, all kinds of cool things to color. Spaghetti might be kind of fun to color. If I could figure out the right color for the cheese. But yeah, this is a great book. It looks like it might be some duplications in it. But that's okay, I got plenty to color. Yeah, it's a duplication. So, I will definitely check out. And I see she has a website, so I'm going to check that out. And then this is Delicious Desserts by Jade Summer. And there's all kinds of fun things to color in here. Lots of candies and cookies and intricate coloring. Busy stuff. Sometimes, you know, when I color, I like to just not do real busy stuff. I like to just do basic coloring. Oh, I need to go get a pedicure, goodness. Some of these are real intricate. But these are nice books. Very nice books. And I think they were like $7 a piece. $7 or $8 a piece. They weren't that bad. So I'll go back to coloring now. For her tights, well, the shoes we want to do, I guess we want to do those in a, I can't decide if I want to do this like a Mary Engelbert picture or want to do it another way. Let's see, put this marker back up. I like my Ohuhu markers. I was kind of debating whether or not to get them. Oh, I know what it is. I put it in the wrong spot. I'm trying to keep them sorted together. And I found a whole bunch of flesh tone ones. A set of flesh tone markers that I can use. How long have we been going? 17 minutes. Only a few more minutes and then I'll cut it off for the night. Because I've got to go back in the house and go to sleep. Have to get up. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's Lexi's day, so I have to pick her up from school. I have a pair of orange and black tights. I kind of want to do it like a Halloween color, but it says Sweet Summer Walk, so it needs to be more summery than it does fall-ish, Michelle. So, it's orange color. Well, I keep gravitating toward Halloween and fall. How about we do a nice pink? That's just a regular pink. I like that pink. And then we could do like a dark pink on the in-betweens. Because it looks like she's got some stretch pants on. I like those. Today was retro day at school for Alexis. I have no idea what she wore. I'm scared to even think about what she wore. The reason being is I have to leave at 6 o'clock to go to work because I have to be there at 6:45. So a lot of times I miss what the dress of the day is. And sometimes it's appropriate for the weather, and sometimes it's not. Most of the time not. She is insistent on taking her coat to school, and it's like 500 degrees outside still. So I don't understand why she continues to... She had on these really hot boots on yesterday, her Uggs, and these thick socks on, and she goes, my feet are hot and I hurt. And I told her, I said, well, you're really not supposed to be wearing boots this time of year, and why are you wearing thick socks? Because your boots are lined. I don't know, Mom. I don't know. That's the trouble with having teenagers. You think I would have learned from the first one. But no, I didn't. And then I go along and I get a second one. Now I have a third one coming up in first grade. So I get to do the teenage thing all over again, but boy style this time. So, I don't know. I don't know if I like that pink or not. Jennifer likes her Ohuhu markers. She's near a Dick Blick store. She lives in Utah. I would go ape crazy, bat crazy in a Dick Blick store because I would spend too much money. And I've got so many art supplies now, it's pitiful. I'm trying to use them up. My favorite card making company, Personal Shopper, from paperwishes.com, has stopped making my card kits, and I am just devastated. Which means I got to start creating my own stuff again. When I first got started making cards, they looked really goofy. And I wasn't very proud of them. And then I found these card kits from Personal Shopper. And they were like $19 a month. And you could make 10 cards, and it came with all the embellishments and all the stuff inside of it. So that's where I got a lot of my great ideas from. And I have a ton of cards made up. I always keep sympathy cards and birthday cards and stuff like that made, because you never know when you need those. And I have new baby cards and... Well, hello, Mr. Fly. Get off my marker. Thank you. And I guess the critters come in the environment, with the environment, so... Good thing about alcohol markers too is when you color, you don't really have to worry about whether you're going up or down or across. Because it doesn't streak up. These Ohuhus are really cool. I mean, they're good markers. And I think they were like less than $25 for a set. I think next week I'm going to watercolor with my Primacolor watercolors. I paid $30 a set for those. They're pretty pricey. But you know, I compared them on... I tested out watercolors. I tried the student grade, and I'm a firm believer now. I've read a lot of stuff and listened to a lot of stuff on the internet about, oh, you should buy this, and oh, you should buy these kind, and that kind and the other, but student grade does not have the pigment or the brightness of the hues that I really like. And it's kind of grainy sometimes. And so I've donated those to Alexis and Mason. And these new ones that I have, and I'd like to get a set of Jane Davenport's, like Jennifer has. I copy Jennifer's stuff anyway. I like to keep up with her art stuff. She actually is the reason why I started a journal, a drawing journal. And I don't want to show it to you because it's embarrassing. But I can sit down and draw little doodles and practice lettering and brush marking and all that kind of stuff in my journal book. And it gives me a place to explore new techniques with markers and brush pens and brush markers and that kind of thing. So I tried my scanning cut tonight to cut out something and just botched it up. It was terrible. It'll teach me. I should have read the instructions. I guess I'm going to have to watch a tutorial on how to use it. Paid too much money for that machine. Yeah. I like the pink, okay. I need to get my color wheel out, wherever it is. What did I do with it? See what color would go along good with this color. I had it last night. That was the door hitting the cabinet when I opened up the scrap box. So this big thing I'm coloring in front of is my scrap box. It costs $1,500, but it's the best investment I ever made because I can keep all my craft stuff in it in these little bins, and I labeled them with my labeler. And I can find my stuff. I can use my stuff, which that's the problem with crafters. We like to get a lot of stuff. We see it on sale and we don't know what we have until we get home, and then we unbox our hauls and we're like, oh man, I already got about 5 of those. So I came across a good deal at Walmart the other day when I was in there. They had some Sharpie markers that are limited edition, and there were 21 markers in a box. Well, I got home and the price, the sign said $17.99 or something like that. I got home and I looked at my receipt and it was $2.50 is what they charged. And I was like, I think I'm going back to Walmart. So I went back to Walmart and I got 10 boxes. So now I have tons of Sharpies. Which, you know, I scanned the price to make sure I wasn't thinking I was crazy or something. And sure enough, they were $2.50 a box, which, you know, a Sharpie alone would be $2 a piece. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do in the she shed tonight. Maybe we'll do some stamping next week. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, you can put it on here. Because I do need to stamp. I want to get a rocker stamper. It's a Stampin' Rock block that you put your stamps on and you can't mess up your stamping. I saw one of those on QVC and I'm thinking real serious about it, or HSN. Thinking real serious about getting one. So, alright, well I guess this will be it for the night. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it turned out, you know, fairly decent. I'm gonna cut it out around here, so I can use it because I've been swatching on the bottom, checking my colors. And I'll show you what one of those personal shopper kits looks like. Oh, and here's a new stamp set that I got. Got all kinds of stuff. Hang in there. Life is good. Thank you. Wish big. Thank you. Yay. You're my favorite. Hello. That kind of thing. And I think what I'm going to do is my little orientee that I work with. I have an orientee I precept at the hospital. New nurses. And she's a graduate nurse. She's brand new. Fresh off the assembly line. She's really sweet. She hugged me tonight and told me not to stay too late. Because I told her to go ahead and get her stuff and go home. And she was real reluctant to leave me. So she's real sweet. So this is a card maker kit that I have. One of them from 2014. You see 0914. And it comes with everything. And it comes with the kit, the embellishments, the paper, even the envelopes and the cards. And I mean, it was $19.95 a month. Really a good deal. Every time I get them, I always open them up and check it out. Look, it's got dazzles. And dazzles are so cool. See how they are? They're dazzles. And they put in a gift card for you to use. But this one has these cards in it. Enjoy the open road. They have intricate directions in here. I think I'm going to buy some. You can get them at 20% off. If you have past makers card kits at 20% off. I'm going to call them and try to get a few. So $19.95 minus 20% off would not be too bad. So it has all kinds of luscious little goodies in here. It has vellum. Isn't that beautiful? So I may break into that kit tomorrow and do some Christmas cards. I've been working on Christmas cards, trying to get some of those out of the way. I think I took some pictures and put them on Facebook. So I'm putting up my coloring books now. I wanted to show you one of my Primacolor. Here's the swatch. See how vibrant those colors are? Aren't they incredible? And then this is the pan. Like I said, they were about $30 a pan. I've got 6 or 7 different types to use. So, well, this is it, folks. Good night from the She Shed. I'll be back next week with some more fun and exciting stuff. Maybe I'll do something more different than coloring. I know that's kind of boring, but it's kind of what I wanted to do tonight. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks.